Sorry guys, it's getting like hella cold in my house, even though it's like, I don't know, 30 degrees outside, which is, it sounds really cold, but for us here in Wisconsin, it's like 30 degrees, oh my god, it's almost summer. So I put my wrap on and I took a break a little bit from making videos, but I am back and I have another question, which is from I always mess this up. An anonymous asker. There we go. It's like a hard thing to say. An anonymous asker is asking, what advice do you have for someone starting a new witchy blog? I know this isn't very exciting, I just wanted to pick your brain. First of all, I'm really caffeinated, so everything's really exciting right now. Also, the sun's shining on my face and give me like really nice complexion, so that helps too. It's regardless of the caffeination and the amazing lighting, it is not a boring question at all. I sort of went through the same thing when I was starting Hedgewalker, and I'll give you a secret. I actually used to run an incredibly popular witchcraft blog a couple years ago on Tumblr that I eventually closed down because of some personal issues that I was having. It didn't have anything to do with Tumblr drama or anything. I had very little of that, and I still have very, very little of that. It depends is my answer. It depends on what your goals are. Are you going to become a informational blog where you post answers to questions that people have based on your own knowledge and extensive experience in witchcraft? Are you just looking for a place to sort of online journal about the experiences that you have and try to figure out some measurable goals for your own craft? Are you doing it just to make friends and to talk to them, and maybe you'll mix in some personal stuff that isn't witchcraft? Or are you going to become a modded photography blog? You know, so you need to think about what kind of blog you want to be. And it's not like you have to, like, this is what my blog is and you have to stick to it for the next 15 years, because I think many blogs start out as one thing and become another thing as people become more familiar with the community and the things that go on within it, as well as the different functions that Tumblr has and maybe sort of some of the niches that haven't been filled in our community. So, what is your goal? Is your goal to have a ton of followers? Is your goal to challenge the norms within our little pagan witchcraft community? Is your goal to provide us with beautiful photographs? So whatever your goal is, build your theme and your blog around that. I guess some words of caution I have to give you as someone who is like really sick and tired of the pagan community online as it is that number one, there are a lot of shitheads on Tumblr, and I'm not just talking about anonymous people with rude opinions, I'm talking about people who are highly regarded within this community, who are just not very nice people, and that being said, there are also people who may not come across as nice, but they're definitely very educated people who just have an abrasive way of speaking, and there's nothing wrong with that. I certainly can be that person from time to time. There are people who are not well liked because they are very forward and brash and abrasive with what they believe in. So you have to decide where you draw the line with people. Are you going to block and ignore people who bother you? Are you going to try to fight with them? Or are you just going to accept them the way they are and try to be diplomatic? No matter what, the answer is always going to be that no matter how great your blog is, no matter how great your theme is, no matter how great your information is, there's always going to be a large population of people on Tumblr that just do not like you. And you need to be able to deal with rejection and deal with a non-hate and deal with people's stupid opinions, because unfortunately the anonymous nature of Tumblr, while a great thing, in your case you were able to message me anonymously, is also a horrible thing because it allows people to do things that they would never have the balls to do in real life, such as send you mean letters and whatnot. People have asked me in real life, whom I know from Tumblr, how do you keep from getting hate mail? And for the most part, I have completely stopped blogging about hot button issues on Tumblr, so race, gender, politics, anything like that. I don't talk about too much. If I do, I'm like, this is my opinion, I am not an expert, and that's that. I do occasionally get a note here or there saying, I'm offended by this, and I'm like, okay, sorry you're offended by this. And, you know, if that offense has any warrant to it, if I said something that was, you know, that was racist or sexist or, you know, not sensitive to people's gender or whatever, then obviously I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, like, that was a dick move. But certainly, temper that diplomacy with the understanding that there are people out there who are really just hell-bent on being offended. So just be rational, be good, be a human being, be kind to other people, be understanding where people are coming from, and you should be fine. Just start a blog, add me, tell me who you are, and like we'll be friends, and then I can talk to you about you on my blog, and you can. My followers are great, wonderful people. I'm actually really close to hitting the next 1,000 mark for my followers, and I don't like to talk about how many followers I have because I think it's really like, I don't know, what's the word? What's the opposite of humble? Jesus Christ, I'm having a day. It feels very opposite of humble. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, so I'm about to hit another 1,000 is what I'm trying to say, and it's exciting, and I think I'm gonna do a giveaway, and I'm going off topic, but Anon, start your witchy blog. Let me know who you are. Love to talk to you. If you need help navigating the way that Tumblr works or navigating our community, it's a very interesting one. I've been here for 5 or 6 years now, even though Hedgewalker is only a couple years old, so let me know.